This is what the lineup's going to be looking like around Wemby, and this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying they're building around him extremely well. Harrison Barnes, fantastic piece to have around a veteran. Barnes is a guy that can knock down the corner three remarkably well. Shot 43% from three last year on 4.5 attempts. Has done a fantastic job of revolutionizing himself into a stretch wing instead of just a guy that can go get the mid-range and finish around the rim. Now he can really shoot the three ball, and the bench unit is exceptional now as well. After what they did in the draft with Dylan Harper and Carter Bryant, Sohan and Champagnie back from a year ago, and then Luke Cornett. Keldon Johnson's also in there. Keldon Johnson will honestly probably start off playing over Carter Bryant, and then they'll bring Carter Bryant along. But, man, Dylan Harper, so glad they didn't overthink this at number 2 because that is a home run selection there. 19.5 points a game, 4.6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal in 32 minutes a game as a true freshman. As the number 2 overall recruit in the country, 48% shooting from the field, 33% from three. Dude's just an absolute monster. Already has a great feel for the pick and roll game at the NBA level. Has got more than a ready NBA frame at 6'6" with a 215-pound frame. Been drawing comparisons to Cade Cunningham, not just because he's number 2 in a light skin, but because they have the same exact frame. They work out of the pick and roll so well. Cade did shoot 40% from three in college. So that's a big difference. Dylan Harper does need to work on the three-point shooting because if Fox doesn't revert to where he was before the hand injury, then they're stuck with 3 guards that can't really shoot it. But with Harper hopefully developing, Fox back, it'll just leave Stephon Castle. Then you got Carter Bryant, a defensive menace who is a bit of a project offensively, but will be more than willing to develop and more than able to develop because he's 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan. All the raw tools are there without a doubt. I mean, going up and getting this at the apex, sending it back. He's averaged 6.5 points a game, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block, and 1 assist last year. Did that on 19 minutes per game. So a really solid year for Carter Bryant at Arizona. And you might think I'm crazy for saying that, but the flashes were there. You had to watch the film, right? Because he's a true freshman playing with a senior guard heavy dominant team. You see the stats from conference play, you see the per 36 numbers, and you see the development as well as what he was able to put on film at the summer league. You can't just watch the box score for a guy like Carter Bryant because you're not going to be able to see the potential that is there. A lot of Spurs fans are comparing him to a young Kawhi, and I mean, I can see it a little bit. He doesn't quite have the intangibles that Kawhi had. He doesn't have that ridiculous like +7 wingspan, but plays like this, man, that's going to get people fired up. Watch the cut right here against the zone. Wasn't even really a cut. That's a design play. But his head is at the rim. Ridiculous stuff from Carter Bryant.